So the cultural festival's tomorrow, huh? I'm seriously excited. It was Saturday after class. We were sharing a leisurely lunch and chatting. Oh, Masaya-san, how can you be so happy, even though the White Lily Society lost? I know. It's just been a long time since I got to participate in a culture festival. What about last year? Didn't they have one at the school you went to before? They did, but I had a part-time job. It was on a Sunday, you know? Then you couldn't attend because of work? Yeah. That is a shame. Ritsuko-chan sounded as upset as if it were she who hadn't gone. I guess. Well, I didn't have any friends at that school anyway. It probably would have been no fun even if I'd gone. Monsign's culture festival sounded like it was no different from a normal cultural festival. Regardless of the contents, just getting to experience that atmosphere would be more than enough to satisfy me. I'm sure it'd be really fun for you this year. You'll be surrounded by girls after all. It isn't that. I'd actually rather have some guys around. Oh? Really? I can just relax easier around guys. I've gotten used to it by now, but it still felt strange being the only guy in a crowd of girls. Oh, I get it. Makes sense. That's why I really would have liked it if we could have had outsiders. But I can't change that now. Guess not. I feel the same way anyway. Festivals aren't any fun when it's all people you see all the time anyway. Get a lot of fights about who walks around with him. If the White Lily Society's proposal had passed, things might have been different. Wow. Last year was truly awful. But I will protect Oni-sama from the clutches of evil. Clutches of evil? Picking fights over that kind of thing seems to be a big part of the girls' school atmosphere. Speaking of which, I haven't thought about who I'd be walking around with. If I had to pick someone to explore the culture festival with, naturally it had to be Ritsuko-chan. I'll invite her later. I just hope Konami-chan didn't perceive that as part of the clutches of evil. That night, I'd asked her to meet me in the rec room. Sorry this is last minute, but it didn't occur to me until today. Yes? Would you like to walk around the culture festival with me? Well, or do you have plans already? Ritsuko-chan's hesitation caused me to quickly add the words. Please don't say no. It was the first time in my life that the potential for refusal had felt so heartbreaking. Plans? Huh? What was going on? Her face had gone so pale. Well, this afternoon, Konami-chan mentioned that thing about clutches of evil. So, I thought maybe you already had a prior commitment? No. I don't have anything like that. I see, that's good. Well, would you like to go around with me, then? Yes. I was so happy. I felt like I was walking on air. But? She cut off, and looked down at the floor. Her shoulders trembled and her hands balled into fists. What's going on? She was acting so strangely that I was starting to worry. Though I knew it was overly familiar, I put a hand on her shoulder. What's going on? Ritsuko-chan didn't answer, but just looked down at my hand. Her face flushed. It would have looked foolish to pull away now, so I kept my hand on her shoulder, trembling though it was. Ritsuko-chan looked up into my face. She seemed to have made a decision. The truth is, I do have some business to attend to tomorrow. Huh? Business? Oh, the Red Rose Society has to help with the festival, right? No, nothing like that. It's personal business. Personal? Huh? I tilted my head. Well, what about the culture festival then? Well, I suppose I'll be coming late? Late? That is, it won't be possible for me to be there from the start, but I should be able to participate in the latter half, so... Oh, I get it. Then why don't we walk around for the latter half? Yeah. If you'll have me, I'd be glad to. The deafening yes caused a pleasant warmth to fill my body. I took my hand off her shoulder. It was only then that I realized how soft it had felt. We picked that time and went out. And went our separate ways. What am I going to do? Ritsuko flopped down onto her bed, hugging Narabun tightly. She immediately sat up. It had been a long time since he had done something so childish. It was a strange feeling. Happiness mingled with fear. Obviously, she was happy that Messiah had invited her, but she was afraid because she had lied. Her schedule for tomorrow wouldn't let her return until the festival was over. Her schedule for tomorrow. She was to leave the school with her mother and arrive at the station at 10 o'clock. There, she would leave her mother, get into her fiance's car with the driver, with him, and go to the art museum for the Great Masters exhibit. Then, after about an hour, they would eat some kind of Italian food. Although things would be so awkward, she probably wouldn't taste it. After lunch, they'd go to the concert hall to hear the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra. That was more or less everything. The concert ended at 5 o'clock. She would return right afterwards, but she wouldn't arrive until after 6. In other words, after the culture festival was over. Ritsuko touched her shoulder, the place where Messiah's hand had been. Messiah's hand was larger, rougher, and warmer than hers. It was that touch that had surely prompted her to lie. She wasn't trying to shift the blame. Not for the warmth of that hand, she likely would have just withdrawn further. Anyway, I need to think of something. She hugged the warm little body of cotton and polyester. She had to find a way to ditch him. Well, of course that's your answer. Probably won't turn out well, though. It was the day of the culture festival. My eyes snapped open the minute the alarm rang. I was looking forward to it so much. It's been so long since I've been to a culture festival. Plus, I'll get to walk around with Ritsuko-chan. I barely got any sleep the night before, but I didn't feel tired at all. By the way, I wonder what Ritsuko-chan's personal business is. I didn't ask, but when I thought about it, it seemed strange. It must be something that took her off school grounds. Ritsuko-chan would never leave school grounds without permission. Something to do with her family then? A legal matter? Well, it doesn't really matter. Ritsuko-chan was supposed to meet me at 3 o'clock. The festival ended at 5, so we'd still have plenty of time to walk around. I really was looking forward to it.
限られた人数を相手にお店を開いたって結局しょうがないのよね。
It seems a bit silly to run a restaurant for so few customers, but I suppose there's nothing we can do. Yeah, probably not. The class was doing a coffee shop. White Lily Society's proposal would have given us a lot of customers from outside the school. But with only teachers, students, and their families coming, the restaurant was nearly deserted.
先客万来と行きたかったところなんですけどね。せっかくギャルソンもいることですし。
I would have loved to have a flood of customers. We even have Garcon. Garcon?
ウェイターのこと。
It means waiters. Huh, but I'm having fun. It's really exciting.
昨日久しぶりって言っていたものね。
Because of how long it's been for you, alright? Oh, right. I was actually thinking about Ritsuko-chan. I hope the clock comes soon. I looked at the clock. The culture festival had only just started. Finished my shift and had some free time. Obviously, I was looking forward to my rendezvous, but it's fun just getting to walk around this culture festival. Aside from the cafe, there were things like fortune tellers and seance spots. It's true that there weren't many people, but they all seemed to be having so much fun. Just watching them got my heart racing.
Masaya-sama, ごきげんよう。
Masaya-sama, salutations! Hello, why are you wearing your uniform?
演舞のためです。ちょうど終わったところで、今は休憩中なんですよ。
We did a performance. We just finished though, so we're taking a break. A performance? Oh, the Naginata Club, you mean?
はい。あと30分くらいしたらまた始まりますので、Masaya-samaもぜひ見に来てください。
Yes, I'm starting a new one in 30 minutes, so I hope you'll come see us, Masaya-sama. Right.
さっきはすごかったですよ。大歓声に包まれて。
It was amazing. Everyone's cheering.
こう上段に構えてですね。竹をくるんだわらずとをスパッと一刀のもとに。
I held it above my head like this, then sent the blade tearing through the bamboo wrapped as straw. Huh? The blade?
はい、真剣ですから。
Yes, I was using the brand. A real sword. Was that safe?
今日のため祖母の家からくすぐじゃなくて借りてきたんです。妖刀七つ堂落としです。
borrowed it from my grandmother the other day. The magical slayer of 7. Does that count as a Naginata?
ただですね、なぎなたの真剣というのはなかなかなくて。
Well, we didn't have any real Naginata blades. It sounded like she really just wanted to use a real sword.
私の勇姿、ぜひお姉様に見ていただきたかったのですが。
But I wish Oni-sama could have seen my great deeds. She's not here today. She has business.
はい。今年に入ってからずっとそうなんですよ。
Yes. It's been this way since the year began. What do you mean?
月に一度は用事とかで外出するんです。
She leaves the school once a month on business. Huh.
どんな用事かは私も知らないのですが、聞いても教えてくれないので。
I do not know what the business is. I have asked her, but she won't tell me. I thought it might be a legal matter, but I want to explain her leaving once a month. I wonder what it could be.
はい。ちょっと気になります。ともあれ、お姉様も気の毒です。せっかくの文化祭なのに。
Yes. I'll be curious to learn. But I feel very bad for Oni-sama. The culture festival only comes once a year. Well, she said she'd be back by 3 o'clock.
え、そうなのですか？
That's what she told me.
珍しいですね。毎回戻りは夕方頃になるのですが。
That's unusual. Usually, she does not return until evening. Oh? Well, maybe it's because of the culture festival.
かもしれないです。よし、じゃあ帰ってきたらお姉様と一緒に。
Perhaps. Well then, once Oni-sama gets back, she and I will. Oh, sorry. Tsuko-chan and I already made plans.
戦略？誰ですか？もしや新組の清美？
What? Plans? With who? Could it be Kiyome from Class C? Who? No, they're with me, actually. I'm sorry, but I'd like to if you let us be alone together today.
わかりました。当然お姉様も了解しているんでしょうし。
Understood. After all, that is what Oni-sama wanted. Alright.
じゃあ次の演舞は必ず見に来てくださいね。で、私の勇姿お姉様に教えてあげてください。
But then, you must come to see our next performance. I must show Oni-sama my heroic deeds. Got it. Whoopsies. They were in the car after lunch when Ritsuko put her plan into action.
すみません。急に差し込みが。
I'm sorry. I just felt a cramp. What? A cramp?
はい。さっきのランチのせいかもしれません。急にお腹が。
Yes, it must have been what I had for lunch. My stomach just... That's awful. Hurry, son. Take us somewhere where we can find a bathroom. Yes, sir.
なんか気分も悪くなったので、今日はこれで失礼したいのですが。
Actually, I feel quite sick. So I was wondering if we could call it a day. I see. Alright. That might be for the best. Her fiance, Kayotoka, stopped the car and pulled out his cell phone. Yes, hello. It's Kayotaka. Oh well, it appears Ritsuko-san isn't feeling well today. Yes, if you would, please. Closed the cell phone and turned to her with a smile. She'll be by to pick you up soon.
Ritsuko, お前嘘をついたのではないだろうね。
Ritsuko, you wouldn't be lying by any chance?
そんな。
Of course not. Ritsuko shook her head listlessly. Ritsuko writhed beneath her sheet in the taxi, heading for Vincine's. Jackie had started to feel quite unwell.
戻った後、こっそり文化祭に遊びに出たりしたら、そのことすぐにわかるわよ。
If you attempt to sneak out to the culture festival after we return, I will know immediately. Right. Her plan had ended in failure. She slowly pulled out her cell phone. It was 3 o'clock, but she couldn't leave her room.
ごめんなさい、マサヤ様。
I'm sorry, Miss Saya-sama. The baking club was serving bread and tea in the rose garden. I snacked on bread while I waited for Ritsuko to arrive. And suddenly, I got an email. A disappointed noise slipped from my lips. It was from Ritsuko and it said, I suddenly don't feel well. That's too bad. I suddenly realized I'd forgotten to chew and swallowed what was in my mouth. The delicious bread suddenly tasted like ash. I was disappointed, but I was also worried. I wanted to see how she was doing, but it'd be trouble if the headmistress found out. Oh, I know. I stood up and walked around to each exhibit. She got a reply from Masai immediately. Let me know if you're feeling better. She could probably leave her room after the culture festival ended without being scolded. It would all be for nothing, of course, but she had to apologize properly to Messiah. And so Ritsuko wrote back to him. Okay. As long as we're meeting up, we decided to meet in the Rose Garden. It was actually after curfew for the dorms, but Ritsuko-chan came along without objection. Are you sure you're feeling all better? Yes. Even so, she had spent the whole time staring at the ground. It didn't seem to have much energy.
Masaya-sama, すみませんでした。
Masaya-sama, I'm very sorry. Huh?
約束を破ってしまって。
I broke our promise. Not at all. I guess that's what she's worried about. But you couldn't help it. You weren't just feeling well. Was it a cold?
いえ、腹痛です。
No. A stomach ache. Oh, I see.
何か?
Is that bad? I shook my head silently. Then maybe this was all pointless. Looked down at the paper bag in my hand. But Konami-chan was really disappointed. She wanted you to see her heroic deeds.
どんなことをしていたんですか、好みは。
What did Konami do? She cut through bamboo wrapped in straw with a single blow from her royal sword. Apparently, cutting through straw-wrapped bamboo feels a lot like cutting through a person. She seemed unsettlingly happy about it. Naturally, the rose garden was completely deserted at night. It's too cold.
大丈夫です。
I'm fine. I know leaving the dorm at night is a violation of dorm and school rules, but I thought it would be nice.
いいんです。マサイ様と一緒なら両足に反したって怖くありませんから。
It's fine. I'm not afraid to break school rules, as long as I'm with you. I see. It was a bold statement coming from Ritsuko-chan, and I felt my heart skip a beat. I walked up to the table, and I laid the paper bag on it. Are you hungry? Or I guess I should ask, is your stomach feeling okay?
夕飯を抜いたので実はお腹ペコペコですが。
Yes.
それは?
I'm actually quite hungry, since I skipped dinner. Why do you ask? I'm glad to hear it. I rummaged through the bag and pulled something out. It's already cold, but I was hoping that a thought might count. After I got that message from Ritsuko-chan, I went around to all the exhibits and took sampling of the food there. A baguette from the baking club, French fries from our class. There was also takoyaki hot dogs, and other standard festival foods. I can't believe he fit all that in one paper bag. But if you're just getting off a stomach ache, maybe it's best if you don't eat anything. It might cause a relapse. Not at all. It was a stronger response than I'd expected. I was a little surprised.
食べます。いただきます。
I will eat it. Thank you. Right. Then let's eat. I transferred some of the baking club's black tea into a thermos. It was still a little warm. Alright, let's eat.
いただきます。
Let's eat. Try some of the fries. Our class made them ourselves.
はい。
Of course. They'd certainly been delicious when they were fresh, but it was a little strange eating them cold. Maybe it was a bad idea, but Ritsuko-chan didn't look unhappy. I was pretty hungry myself, so I was focused on eating for a little while. But when I next looked up, I saw something shining on Ritsuko-chan's cheeks. I stared at her in surprise. She's crying. It wasn't just a trick of the light. Ritsuko-chan's eyes and face were wet with tears. What's wrong? I was completely taken aback. She looked down at the table, her shoulders trembling. know what was going on exactly, but it pained me to see her crying like this. I hadn't brought a handkerchief, so I wiped her under her eyes with my fingers. But the tears kept falling over without end. Does your stomach hurt after all? I wanted to ask, just to be sure. But as I expected, Ritsuko-chan shook her head. I stroked her hair gently. Her black hair looked so glossy up close, and it felt sleek beneath my hand. You don't like this? She shook her head again. As I stroked her hair, her crying died down. What's going on? I repeated my question.
マサヤ様の気遣いが嬉しくて。
I was just so happy that you did all this for me. The food, you mean? That was all. It seemed like a little bit of an overreaction.
それと、なんだか悔しくなってしまって。
That and I'm so frustrated. Frustrated?
今日の計画が失敗しなければ文化祭を一緒に回ることができたのにって食べているうち込み上げてきてしまって。
If only my plan hadn't failed. If only I could have walked around the culture festival with you. While I was eating, I started thinking about that. Your plan.
マサヤ様、嘘をついてごめんなさい。
Masai-sama. I'm sorry, I lied to you. Ritsuko-chan bowed to me.
今日は本当は3時には学校に戻れなかったんです。それでも私は戻ろうとして、でも失敗してしまって。
I wasn't really going to be back at the school by 3 o'clock today. I tried to get back, but I failed. That's right, Kanami-chan mentioned that this afternoon. She says you've been leaving school once a month. She said you usually get back in the evening. So that was supposed to be the case today, too? Ritsuko-chan nodded.
お腹が痛いと言って抜け出す。それが私の計画でした。でもそれはあまりにお粗末な計画で。
I said that my stomach hurt to slip away. That was my plan. But I didn't think it through.
母が迎えに来て、結局部屋から出られなくなってしまったんです。
Mother came to pick me up, and I ended up trapped in my room. I see. I'm glad then. So you weren't really feeling bad?
はい、それは。
No. I just was worried about you. That's all.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Not at all.
マサヤ様、聞いてください。私の返事。
Masai-sama, listen to me. My answer. Huh? Answer? I didn't know what she was talking about. Ritsuko-chan turned bright red.
マサヤ様の告白に対するです。
Regarding your confession of feelings. All right. That kind of kept me hanging. I straightened up a little.
あれってそのいわゆる告白と捉えていいんですよね。
That is, it was a confession, wasn't it? Of course. So, tell me.
はい。
Yes. Tsuko-chan put a hand on her breast, took in a deep breath. It was a little funny to watch her. She finally looked up again and spoke.
私も同じです。
I feel the same way. And is this a new song in the background? I think it is.
きなんです。マサヤ様のこと。
I am in love with you, Masaya-sama. I don't know quite how to express how I felt in that moment. It was a little like I felt the day before, when she agreed to go to the culture festival with me. But even though the feelings themselves were similar, the intensity was completely different. Yesterday, it felt like I was floating on air. Today, it felt like I could fly to the moon. I'm glad. Those simple words slipped from my mouth. So, I looked into her tear-stained eyes. She really was beautiful. You want a date? Ritsuko opened her mouth to answer, but her reply seemed to be caught in her throat. Instead, she just nodded. A girlfriend. Finally. Me, with a beauty like her. It had been some time since the confession, but it still didn't feel real.
私、あともう一つマサヤ様に言わないといけないことがあって。
But there is one thing I really must tell you, Masaya-sama. Yeah? Her heart was bursting with happiness, but in that instant, she looked up at me with a tormented expression.
実はですね。
The truth is, well, yeah?
私、婚約者がいるんです。
I have a fiancé. Huh? And the music just stops. Wow. End of chapter 19? Yep, of course. They would do this to me. Chapter 20, Break from the Shell. Okay, and they went straight to the cathedral afterwards, of course. And time to save before I forget. It's been a while. I didn't save that whole chapter. Anyways, guys, I'm Celestial Shadows, and I think I'll stop here for today. I might just, if I can, if it's possible, just do one chapter a day. I think that would be easier than like doing 2 or 3 chapters at once, and it would be better on my voice too. So anyways guys, I'm Celestial Shadows, and thank you for watching chapter 19 of Princess Evangile. But bye for now.